Alright, this is lesson 71 for 7th grade, and today's topic is finding the whole when the fraction is known. Alright, so we know basically that there's a fraction of a whole, and then we are going to use that to help us find whatever the whole is. Alright, and it's best if we look at an example first. We're going to try to relate it to the ratios and proportions that we've worked with already. Okay, so it says here that drawing diagrams of fraction problems can help us understand the problems, such as the following. So 3/5 of the fish in the pond are bluegills. If there are 45 bluegills in the pond, how many fish are in the pond? So we know that there are 3/5 that are bluegills, and there are 45 bluegills, but they are asking us how many total fish are there. So we might set up a diagram like this. Okay, we have 3/5 that were bluegills, and first of all, we broke down the diagram into fifths because that's what we were in. So we were in fifths, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and it says here the 45 bluegills are 3 of the 5 parts. So that's why we divide 45 by 3. And when we do 45 by 3, we divide that, we get 15. So there should be 15 equal parts in each fifth, or in each part. So 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. 3/5 were bluegills, that's 45. 15 plus 15 is 30, plus 15 is 45. And then 2/5 were not bluegills. That leaves our other 2 boxes, the 2 of the 5. And we see that if we add up everything, 15 5 times, we should get 75 fish total. Okay? So your shortcut there would just be to do 15 times 5. The diagram definitely helps, and I would encourage you to do so. If you're comfortable without using it, there are other ways around this. We could use a chart like we used to do. We had our, let's see, drawing a blank here, ratio actual table. So here's what we know. We know there's bluegills, and then all we know is not bluegills. I'm going to use not bluegills, I suppose. And then there's the total. So we could set up something like this. And most importantly, we want to be able to relate what goes with what. So a ratio, 3 of 5 are bluegills, that means 2/5 are not bluegills, and we know that there are 45 actual bluegills, and we're looking for the total. So we could set up a proportion here. 3 over 5 equals 45 over x, and you can do your cross multiply divide, or you can see that 3 times 15 gets you to 45. So 5 times 15 will get you to x, which is 75. Alright? So either way you want to do it is fine. So there are always multiple ways to do things. Alright, so let's take a look at 2 more examples here. When Juan finished page 51, he was 3/8 of the way through his book. His book had how many pages? Alright, so at 3/8 the way done, he was on page 51. So I'll use the diagram method here. We are in eighths, so we want 8 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And we know that 3 of the 8 are 51 pages. So if we divide 51 by 3, we get 17. That's what goes in each box or rectangle. So 3/8 the way down, he was at 51 pages. That means we can take 17 times 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we should get how many pages there are total. So we get 56, carry, 136 pages total. Alright, that's the diagram way. You can do it the other way too if you want. You would have ended up with a proportion of 3/8 equals 51 over x. You could have cross multiplied, divided, and we would have got the same thing. Alright? And one more example for today. Alright, as Sakura went from room to room, she found that 3/5 of the lights were on and 30 lights were off. So how many lights were on? This would be a problem where it's probably better to use a diagram, but like I said, you can do whichever you want. So we know that we are in fifths, so we want 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 of the 5 were lights on. Okay, so this is on, and then we have 2/5 off. And the only thing we know is that 30 lights were off, so this equals 30. So we want to take our, since there were 30 lights off and that's 2/5 of our total, we're going to divide 30 into 2 and see what goes in each box. So 30 divided by 2 equals 15. So 15 goes in each box, and if we add all those up, oh wait, nope, it wants to know how many lights were on, it's not looking for the total. So if we look for how many were on, that's 3 of our 5. So 3 times 15, $45 on. Alright, so 45 were on, 30 were off. Alright, that's what they were looking for. So that's the diagram way. You could have done it the other way too if you wanted. So it's up to you on how you want to do them, but just know that either way will work. And like I said, do it whatever way is most comfortable for you. Alright, that's it for today.